they know their lines. They understand the art of negotiations. So if there is $1,000 a day,
Which I have done.
if there's $1,000 a day, right? And your rate that you have for the actress is $500 a day. It's all about how you negotiate. I have one person, I won't say her name. I know for a fact that the number that she gets right now is because of the job I gave her. And when I called her, I never really asked for favors. I said, this is not just my movie. Can you do it for $500 a day? She sat on the phone and said, Dennis, if I'm doing everybody favors, I can't feed my kids. When she first came with me, I was the first person to give her $400 a day. The job that gave her $800 a day came from a phone call to me saying, hey, how was it to work with her? Should I work with her? What do you think? And then they asked me how much did I pay her? I told them I paid her $1,000 a day. She don't even know that her rate came from my house. Wow. Right? So here's the thing. Being humble is everything. Deb is very humble. China, who I know for a fact, actress-wise, because she made her own movie, probably made more than every actress in Detroit last year. Because I didn't know what she made. My sister, literally, I could call her like, China, Darren needs you to do a movie, and all he can pay is $150 a day. And because I asked, she goes like, oh, I got you. That's what life is about. Because that's what white people do. That's what Jewish people do. That's what every other race do. And here's the dope part. Their movie may be that movie that get you that Oscar. Because of the kind of movies he do. These are different kind of movies. So don't let that rate get you outrated.
You better say
That's right. Don't let the rate get you out there, okay? And just a disclaimer, most of us can't pay $500 a day like Mr. Reed over here. Just putting that out there for the masses. But I totally agree with everything that my brother just said, but I want to add to that, some of the challenges that we faced in our growth was resources and marketing, finding our niche. So the resource thing, like I said earlier, we did a lot of barter trading when we first started out. We were saving money from our jobs to do movies to get to the point where we could pay people anything per day. And then just as things start picking up, it's just a challenge in finding your niche market and who's watching your movies and things of that nature, and just learning how to reach those people authentically in a way that makes them watch your stuff and continue to watch it and follow you as a filmmaker. So I love that. Now I know in the previous panel the actors talked about and actresses talked about diving in and finding their way to bring their character to life. As directors, how do you bring out the best in your actors and actresses to make that film come to life?
King kind of said it to me. When I give you that script, my script is literally a phone call. my script is literally just the skeleton of what I do. I give you the leeway to make it how you think it should be. So like, I may be like, I can't stand your ass. You may not cuss. So you might be like, I can't stand your behind. The way that you said, I can't stand your behind, sound 10,000 times better than you saying, I can't stand your ass. Because you don't feel comfortable doing it. Right? So that's like my big thing. I tell them to make it themselves. And then if you are an actress or actor, if you learn your script, that's when you can play with it. Right? Because once you got it down pat, we are able to vibe now. You know, so learn your script and then don't be scared to change the words a little bit, as long as your director said that, because it's always the director. Change your words a little bit to fit you. And then lastly, know them scenes. Because like we doing a China movie right now, And dude is like getting tortured in the basement. He's getting tortured. And yesterday we doing our last table, we doing our last rehearsal, and while he's getting tortured, he did a joke. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? You getting tortured and you being funny. So that's when I say about being real. Be real, because we don't, in my movies, if I see 1 Tubi review saying that was fake, I'm gonna be pissed. Because if you make it real, it makes your whole movie just different. Wow.
Anybody else want to tap in on that? Jay? I'm very big on chemistry building. I consider myself the actor's director, and I'm not director at all. Learn the script verbatim, and then when we get in rehearsal, if there's something that needs to be adjusted, then we can do that, but learn the script first. And we always have rehearsals because I want my actors to make sure that they gel. So I'm very, very big on rehearsals. And, you know, I encourage them to know your script. So like Dennis said, so when we get in rehearsal, we only do 1 table read because we do our stuff so far in advance to where by the time we get to rehearsal, you've had the script for at least a month and a half. So after that first table read, everybody needs to be off script so that we can start on blocking, chemistry building, and things of that nature, because if you don't have chemistry in rehearsal, you're not gonna have chemistry on set. How you practice is how you play. So we go really hard on that, and it's like, I want you to be building a backstory for your character. Ask me, I'm not director, you can call me anytime and we can talk about the scene and how you see it played out. Like I will take your insight on your character because I want you to become this person. I want you to take that role and run with it. So the more authentic you can be with that character, I'm all for that. It's just sometimes when directors tell people, I want you to learn this verbatim, there might be a reason behind that contributes to the storyline. So that's why I always tell them to learn it verbatim, and then when we start getting down to and breaking things down in rehearsal, there's wiggle room to change things, but there's some things that need to be a certain way because it might add to something that we're trying to convey at the end of the script. But those are the big things for me. Like I really am focused on building chemistry with my actors.
I love